Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Let's see. It's already look like it's already a few of you here already. So that's cool. Let's see. Let's see what you guys have been saying. Yeah, let's see. Hello. Hey TC. Hey, I'm early. Hey toys. Hello. How's your evening? Good, and yours? Good. Just ate some Chinese food. I'm great. I can fall asleep any time, but I want to catch this show. Yeah. Let's see what let's see. No, when you eat so much, you get sleepy. Yeah, I know that too. Food wasted. Hey, Mike. Hey, Leto. Well, I'm off. Hey, Mike. What, you leave, Leto? Ah, well, we got 5 people already. Wow. Woody's here too. Well, according to YouTube, we have three. According to, okay, we have three here. So, hey, Mike, Leto, Woody. Hey, Woody. Or Leto Toy off work. I mean, okay. Hey, Woody. All right. So, with excuse me for just one quick moment, guys. I'll be right back. All righty then. Hey, back goat. I just saw you on it there. And gents, Mike. Hey, back goat. It look like the gang's all here early tonight. That's cool. Hey, back goat. Hey, back goat. How are you? All right. So, got like 5 stories to go through tonight. Um, including a new Conan the Barbarian comic coming out from Blaze Publishing. I saw that story, and we'll probably be reporting on that a little bit. Also, Keanu Reeves' Berserker. I guess they got some news on a signed copy of his book. Some Dragon Ball news. A couple other things I think. See, there's some news in regards to Apple TV and Snoopy, as well as there's one other. Oh yeah, some Teen Titans article too that I'll probably be going through. So let's see now. Hey, back up. Hey, back up. Oh yeah. Hey, Toys. I've seen a couple your 3D vids this week. Nani. Um. Oh, cool. Hope you like them. Cuckoo, Kachoo. Cuckoo, Kachoo. Little Betty Boop there from Back Out. Laugh Out Loud. Loved, of course. Saw ya unboxing on your mail video. Another Terminator haul. I see. Awesome. Like the into the music is great. Like the intro music is great. And you guys are really having a good old ball of a conversation, huh? I'm allowed building an army level intro. Thanks. All right. So yeah. Um, yeah. So we got you guys are a bit lively tonight. Of course, it probably goes without saying, considering you guys have had the whole weekend to get all um the whole weekend to get rested up and get back to today here. Literal Terminator Army. We're chatting, Mike. Give us 5. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll be a few minutes. Thank you. Another night we got you back, Goat, Woody, Leto, Toys, and myself. So let's see. I don't think Anon's here yet, but I am here, comrades. Uh, Anon will be here in like 40 minutes, I'm guessing. Nice Toys, Woody. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go off camera for a couple minutes here while you guys. Hey, Woody. Sounds about right, Leto. I vote we replace Mike's icon with Solid's icon. Anyways, hey everyone. I was dead tired on Friday. Sorry, was so lame. You did find that goat. I mean, you did fine. I know how that is sometimes. Second that. Uh-huh. And well, now we're at the 9 minute mark here. You guys are finishing up your conversations there. I'm just gonna preview a little bit here. Okay, there's two stories, and then uh, oh yeah, there was a Teen Titans story that I think was going to be the other TV story. Oh, Okay, so let's see what you guys are. Hold that goat. Okay, that goat, you seem to have done fine. Hmm. Thanks, Mike. I felt really tired. Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes it's hard, 'cause even I've had nights like especially when I'm doing this like 5 nights a week, and sometimes when you're like constantly looking up information and absorbing information, that can make you mentally tired too. And so, what the muted? I don't think I'm muted. Yeah, be okay, Mike? Oh, while you guys were talking, I just went to just kind of preview more, the stories I was going to read. That's probably why I wasn't saying much there. Probably why you thought I was muted. Even Popeye needs his spinach sometimes. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man or a hamburger today. I'm going to go off. Well, let's see. Thought it was, I will gladly pay you Tuesday when I'm expecting a check of the hamburger. Wimpy is his name. Line is literally what an addict sounds like. Tuesdays are wimpy days. Yep. Food, food, food. Everything is food. I'll be right back one more time, guys. Right back. All right, I'm back. Let's see what you guys have been. Harry Nilsson did that soundtrack, Woody. It's really good. This is our group therapy. uh, loud soundtrack for Popeye. If you didn't catch, we need this more than Mike. I bet. Be here with people. Well, Popeye's a full-on franchise there, Woody. You know that. Yeah, there was the 1980 Robin Williams movie, but if you remember, it goes all the way back to the 30s. Yep. Hmm. All right, so are you guys ready to hear some niche news? I brought about 30 clip DVDs over to my grandson's house yesterday. My daughter's house. She's okay. I cut out the part of the DVD cover that shows the movie, um, then threw the rest away. Hmm. And as always, guys, I do, of course, appreciate any likes and shares you guys can give me to help get more people in here. That's always appreciated. Okay, so with all that being said and done, I think it's a good time to get started on the news coverage here. We're just past 70 and a half. We're coming up on 18 minutes here, so I think we had a good old gab session there. So let's talk some needs here. Hey, first up, new Conan the Barbarian comic book series announced. I mentioned this earlier. So yeah, so I guess somebody decided to do a new Conan series for comics. So here we go. Let's look into this a bit. Blaze Publishing just announced they will be releasing a brand new Conan the Barbarian comic book series titled The Sumerian The Sumerian Iron Shadows in the Moon from writer and artist Vir- uh, Virginie Augustin. I guess here are some panels here from it. Certainly not. Hmm. Whoa, what's going on there? Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys are seeing the panel here. Arnold's on my naughty list. Arnold's on my naughty list. Well, talk about adult graphic. Whoa! I should drag you back to. Dang it. Oh boy, Kirkman dog. The story sees Conan go on a journey with a young woman after he rescues her from the clutches of an evil master who had been pursuing her. After rescuing the young woman, the two set out on a journey that leads them to an idyllic island. However, while the island might look like paradise, they discover some strange ruins infected by dark magic. Look at these panels here. A Sumerian Iron Shadows in the Moon, number one. Their island paradise quickly turns into a world of suffocating nightmares. Conan and the young woman find out physical foes might be the least of their worries, and that their own internal demons might be the biggest threat they've ever faced. See now. Let's see which is. Let's see. Seems like you guys kind of went through a lot of conversation. Oh, I am, which I guess meaning snuggles, snuggles. She was a naughty girl and must be corrected. No problem. Uh, I'm the worst. I don't know about that because when I was seeing those panels, I had almost the impression that the guy was going to do something more than just simply beat her up, and that's what I'm going to leave it at that. Just realized I should have said struggle struggles and not the R word early this morning. Laugh out toys. Yeah, got to get creative around the word these days. It's just good defense. I dropped that word at least 5 times. I found the R word, reality. Oof. Well, I didn't say it. I didn't actually say it. I just simply said. I just suggested, kind of suggested it in the way of saying that she might be getting more than a beating. I'll remember to not stream like you. uh, laugh out loud. Look at that ambulance. I'm drunk. No, been drinking. It's cool. Anyways, so we got 5 people in here now. Yay, 5 people. Okay, so let's get back to this article then. Here's the official description. A young woman in danger is pursued by her vile master. Conan, whose family has just been wiped out by the same master, puts an end to the beauty's pursuer and saves her with a blow of his sword. Bound by fate, the couple decide to hit the road together. Their journey takes them to an island where they discover strange ruins inhabited by dark magic. Their paradise like refuge soon turns into a suffocating nightmare where shadows lurk. Who knows the extent of the dangers that lie there? They will quickly learn that on an island, the biggest threat does not always come from the outside. Or the panels there. The story is, of course, written by Virginia Augustine. I wonder if that's a woman, and if it is, uh, okay. So, anyways, as we continue on, they add Iron Shadows in the Moon reveals the genius of its author in describing universes as singular as they are mysterious. With her line both delicate and powerful, yeah, she is a woman. Okay, Virginia Augustine. Not that there's anything wrong with her being a woman writing a dark story like that. It's just a little, you wouldn't normally see that. But anyways, Virginia Augustine illustrates the oppressive and mystical atmosphere and gives the story a new graphic breath. The Cimmerian, Iron Shadows in the Moon, #1, will hit comic book shelves on April 7th, 2021. Here's some more of the panels from that story. I mean, the artwork's pretty gritty. The material's pretty. I mean, you can tell this is obviously something that's written more for adults and kids, or at least older teens. The first issue will feature covers by Virginie Augustin, Brian Level, Cajo Baldissimo, and Fritz Casas. Here's a cover by Virginie Augustin. Robert E. Howard, Savage Hero Uncensored. Cimmerian, Iron Shadows of the Moon. Just looking at this, it kind of reminds me of the manga and anime series Berserk. You know, I know this is more based on Conan the Barbarian. I got 6 people in here. Yay, 6 people. As always, guys, I do appreciate likes and shares. If you want to help get the word out a bit more that way, appreciate it. I apologize. Why, Batgoat? No one's upset. You're drinking. Thanks for the reminder, Beck. I have some CH2 Cooch containing. Cool. Thanks for saying. Oh, hey, yay, Dave Marks. Yeah. So a publishing company named Blaze Publishing is publishing a Conan the Barbarian comic, which apparently will be hitting newsstands April 7th. So, and it looks like it's pretty gritty too. Hey, Dave. Dave Marks. Dave Marks in the house. Hey, everybody. What's up, my man? Da na 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 na. I'm full of Chinese. It was 2 days old, so I'm crossing my fingers. What kind of Chinese? Spicy. Those Chinese sure can cook. They can even cook election books. Ooh, that's not loud. What? Unfortunately, it was just white rice and slightly spicy beef. Okay, so anyways, get back to the story here in a moment. All right, so continuing on here. Next is Brian Level's cover. So this is cover from Brian Level. Wow, look at that. Kind of the 3 giant figures overshadowing them. Then we have Cajo Baldissimo. A lot of use of shadow there over the eyes and the sides of the head there, kind of giving kind of a dark, ominous look to it. And finally, the Fritz Casas book from a Blaze Comics book. Oh wow, look at this one. This one's kind of, look at this cover right here. It's kind of a classic cover, that's reminiscent, I think, of the 60s or 70s right here. Some Hey, Woody or Batgoat, what do you think of this cover right here? What do you guys think of this? Doesn't that kind of remind you of like the 60s, 70s style of covers? I love yeah. I mean this right here is classic right here. Yeah, I don't think I it doesn't strike me that this lady's a feminist. At least I don't. That's not the impression. Or if she is, she at least is one of the few feminists who knows how to keep her opinion and politics out of her creative side. I'm gonna have my quick trip 3 day old chef. Much rejoicing, yay! Hmm. I like the one with the big moon. I love there's huge light contrast. Yeah, it's groovy on a Sunday afternoon. Feeling couldn't get away too soon. No, no, no. Uh, and a steroid poisoned man. Yay! Anyways, people. Good song, uh huh. Yeah, yeah. I was reminded of it when you said groovy. Let's see, so let's continue on here. Look at this. Who is he? What is he? The Sumerian faces the man with the power. Oh, this is look at this classic cover right here. Not only will Ablaze be releasing the Sumerian Iron Shadows in the Moon, but they will also be realizing the the Sumerian Volume 2 hardcover in June. I guess that's supposed to be releasing, not realizing. Somebody forgot to do a grammar check, I guess, or a spell check. Hardcover collection collects the comic book adaptations, The People of the Black Circle, and Frost Giant's Daughter. It will also include Robert E. Howard's original prose stories. The Cimmerion Volume 2. Here's, I guess, the cover for that. A Blaze VP of Creative and Business Development, Rich Young, touted the 2 new releases, a Cimmerion line of comics and graphic novels continue to be some of the most popular and talked about titles in the that Ablaze is releasing. So happy to be announcing this newest series and Volume 2 collection. Stay tuned for more news as we continue to build on this fantastic publishing program. The Cimmerion Volume 2 hardcover will arrive on June 3rd, 2021. So April 7th, 2021 and June 3rd, 2021. The this book though again looks pretty you know itty gritty. John, okay, yep. Chop Circle guy. A Blaze comic. They over here suggesting y'all should smoke. Power of voodoo. There's Anon. I got some 420 news for. Uh, Who do? Laugh out loud. Toke it up. You do. You do voodoo. Well, that's if you think I should. Hey, where does someone watch redo of Healer? Laugh out loud. I see a lot of people watching it. I remember right, Anon will typically show up around 10:45. Um, nicely done. The fellow I visit for the listeners to NPR Radio 247, so I'm doing without. All right, so as we now get ready to move on to the next story here, this one from Boom Studios. Let's see. Wow, back up to 6 people. Yay, 6 people. And as always, guys, I do appreciate the likes and the shares. If you guys can help me out by getting the word out by liking and sharing, that would be very appreciative. So, Quiddy. Okay, so let's continue on with this next story then. Oh wait, that's what I wanted. I wanted to find out how long. Okay, so we're at the 38:45 mark. Okay, that's cool to know. Coming up on 40 minutes very soon. Um, Boom Studios reveals new Keanu Reeves signed Berserker variant cover. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but Keanu Reeves has been getting putting his toe into the comic publishing world with his Berserker story, Berserker book. So let's take a look at it. Boom Studios just revealed a brand new Keanu Reeves signed Berserker #1 variant cover by John Boy Myers. Check it out. So here's this variant cover right here. And you just would hate to see him go berserk, huh? Let's see, yeah. If you are unfamiliar with Berserker, it's Keanu Reeves' first foray into comic books as a writer. He teamed up with comic book pro Matt Kindt, who previously worked on Valiant Comics, Exo, Man of War, and Divinity. The writing duo are joined by artist Ron Garney, colorist Bill Crabtree, and letterer Clem Robbins. The story follows a demigod named B, who has been cursed to commit violence that is slowly causing him to lose sanity. However, he might have finally found a way to end the curse by cooperating with the United States government. Here's the official description. A man known only as B is half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering the world for centuries, B may have finally found a refuge, working for the United States government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, B will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless blood soaked existence and how to end it. The first issue of Berserker will feature a main cover by Raphael Grampa, as well as variant covers by Mark Brooks, Lee Bernejo, and Dan Mora. And John Boy Myers' cover will be a 1 in 1,000 signed edition variant. Berserker #1 is expected to exclusively hit comic book shops on February 24th, 2021. Wow, some real interesting. A Kickstarter campaign was run for the comic book series in order for backers to pre order the entire 12-issue run series in a graphic novel format. The series is being collected into 3 volumes, with each volumes containing 4 issues. Backers had the option to purchase either paperback versions or hardcover versions. The Kickstarter was backed by 14,571 backers and raised $1,447,212. Wow. While the Kickstarter ended, Boom Studios is still taking pre-orders through Crodox, including pre-orders made through Crodox. The campaign has raised $1,815,170 from 15,030 backers. What do you make of Meyer's cover for Berserker? So if you guys saw that cover, well, yeah, I'll go back and show you the cover again, and then kind of take a look at it. Okay, so here's John Boy Meyer's cover for Berserker right there. Look at that. That guy does look kind of mean. It looks definitely like somebody you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley somewhere. Like somebody you sure as hell don't want to mess with. Let's see what you guys have been saying since I last. Oh, you may not know, but apparently a Stat Wars Reddit page was banned or has banned bounding into comments. I think it's silly. There was another story on here about bounding. Apparently, somebody going after bounding into comments for false flagging or something like that. Signed, signed by whom? That art looks good. There's a low budget film starring Keanu. I just found out about called Knock Knock. I gotta check it out at some point. He plays a married man who gets seduced and ruined. Uh, that sounds like a good movie. Berserker, the character, kind of reminds me of Vandal Savage, just not a super. Yeah, yeah, you could make that argument there. He does kind of have that look, Dave. You're right. He does have that look. Very astute observation there. Um, I was surprised to find out that Keanu really seems to enjoy doing low budget indie films. Well, my guess is from what I've heard over the last year of some of the things he's talked about and said, I don't I don't think he's a part of the Hollywood crowd. I don't think he cares for the wokeness. He does well in them. Um, it's a Jack kind of thing, right? Replica was a neat one that he did. He was a scientist working on transferring human consciousness into robots. Things go very, very wrong. Hey, action. Nice seeing you on Minds. Yeah, I got to update Minds today. Keanu seems to keep to himself, not jumping into the crazy of Hollywood. Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed about him too. He's probably somebody that we probably would all wouldn't mind hanging out with, right? And I'll be right back. All right. So guess he's a vampire. Laugh out loud, Dave. Okay, so anyways, just put that out for the moment while I go, and I'm gonna go get to some other stories here from CBR. Those two stories, of course, were from Bounding into Comics. So now we're gonna head over to CBR and take a look at some stuff. Give me one more sec here, guys. Hey, so all right, so here we go. All right, so for next, get into some anime news here. Dragon Ball. Captain Ginyu died way later than you remember. See what this one's all about. Ginyu's transfer into a frog in Dragon Ball Z might have seemed like the death of him, but the captain's story isn't quite so short. When the Ginyu force arrived on Namek to aid Frieza in finding the Dragon Balls, Captain Ginyu couldn't have possibly imagined how his subsequent journey would play out or how long it would last. It's easy to think Ginyu essentially died when he became a frog, but in reality, he was quietly off screen for the rest of the Dragon Ball Z for the rest of Dragon Ball Z before finally returning to the fold many years later, which I believe we did kind of see that kind of noted in Super, I believe. Um, let's take a look at the power posing captain's life and see how he came to spend over a decade in exile on Earth, only to die and be revived by the Dragon Balls in the Buu saga. When after several more years, how Ginyu's surprise re entrance in Dragon Ball Super led to his second and seemingly permanent death. Ginyu becomes a frog on Namek, but doesn't die Look, there he is as a Namekian frog. Uh, Pretty sure he died on Namek when it exploded. Well, according to this article, he didn't. Let's see what happens here, though, because I mean, he does. I know this because I did see Super. You know, when it first ran on Cartoon Network, he did come back. So let's see them how they explain it here. As the Ginyu Force plans on or piles on Vegeta. Oh wait, okay. As the Ginyu Force piles on Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan, while excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. It was sneeze was coming on. Excuse me. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty then. Let's see. Goku Senkai, Goku Senkai. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll start this. As the Ginyu Force piles on Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan, while Ginyu himself retrieves the Dragon Balls for Frieza, the villain's plan is proceeding smoothly until Goku shows up. Ginyu quickly realizes he can't defeat Goku as he is. So the crafty alien uses his body switching power to take Goku's body for himself. However, the plot doesn't work as Ginyu um, has no idea how to bring out Goku's true power. After being defeated by Gohan and Krillin, Ginyu swaps back with Goku and intends to switch bodies with Vegeta. But the injured Goku grabs a nearby frog and tosses it into the air, catching Ginyu's blast before it hits Vegeta. Thus begins Captain Ginyu's new life as a frog. Excuse me one more time, guys. I gotta go off camera one more time here. Sorry about that. Looks like Solid's here. Yeah, unfortunately, DBZ abridged has kind of replaced the actual show in my head. Hello, guys. Hey, Solid. Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, Solid. Not that I know of. I didn't see. I think he did stream yesterday, though. He might have streamed yesterday. I didn't see him stream today, though. Hey, Solid. Hey, Solid. Everybody's saying hello to Solid. Solid. Solid as a rock. He streamed in the early afternoon. I missed it, but he apparently reacted to the Godzilla. Oh yeah, I think I did see that actually. You're right. Hey, I go. Hey, I didn't get a notification. Okay. That was yesterday. Hey. Okay, so as we continue on with the story here. However, Ginyu didn't die for quite a long time. When Goku has Dende wish for everyone on Namek to be transported to Earth, except himself and Frieza, Ginyu is included with all the surviving Nameks. There, Ginyu would stay as a frog for many years until Majin Buu's revival. So, as to the question as to whether or not he died after Goku super bombed the planet Namek, um, obviously not, because he apparently got transported to Earth when Goku asked Dende to do so. We just hear the inception of the new Solid song. Fellas, you hear that? Well, I would just, yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that of I don't know if it was the Pointer Sisters or I think it was the Pointer Sisters, Solid as a Rock. That's not exactly a. I didn't see a notification until today when it was far too late. Yeah, YouTube is kind of funny that way. Yesterday he said he was gonna stream today. Hmm. So so he came to Earth as a frog. Hmm. Yeah, that's what apparently it's. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Ginyu dies and revives when Kid Buu destroys Earth. There's that sinister looking Kid Buu. Look at that! Look at that sinister smile. He's like he believes he's all that in a bag of chips, right? Though he became a common frog with no fighting abilities, Captain Ginyu was never actually killed. Thus, he spent all those post Frieza years living on Earth mostly in peace. However, Majin Buu's reign of destruction ended in Ginyu's first death. Even if, by some miracle, he survived Super Buu's genocidal human extinction attack that killed nearly every living being on Earth, he certainly died when Kid Buu blew up the planet. But when Dende summoned Porunga on New Namek, Vegeta specifically wishes for everyone on Earth who died since the day of the martial arts tournament to be brought back to life except the worst beings. Porunga must have judged that Ginyu behaved himself well enough as a frog to deserve revival, because the Ginyu Force captain reappears one more time, fittingly, in the Golden Frieza saga of Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta kills Ginyu for good in the Golden Frieza arc. Look at his face. Vegeta's just annihilating him. When the revived and greatly strengthened Frieza returns to Earth with a massive army, Ginyu's many years of hopping around seem to have paid off. During the fight, Togoma, one of Frieza's most elite soldiers, is headbutted in the crotch by Super Saiyan Gotenks. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. and collapses to the ground. Ginyu, still as a frog, is on the scene, quickly writing the words "change now" on the ground in an alien language when Tagoma unwittingly speaks the words out loud. Ginyu successfully takes over Tagoma's body, while Tagoma becomes a frog. Da 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 da. Let's see. Now, baby, solid as a rock. My PFP makes everyone solid as a rock. Laugh out loud. Uh, hey there, solid. Refresh my memory. What was your previous handle, solid? Two snaps up. That little Janet. Unknown existence with Dante as my PFP. Golly, that'd be fresh. Every kid in the 80s instructional video. Okay, didn't know if it was unknown or anonymity. Out loud. Headbutt to the schmutz. Oh no, I approve of this. Ooh. Who was who the F is Tagoma? Baka one fired. Really liked my profile at DFB. Not bird, nor plane, nor even frog. You all go to horny jail. Bonk. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Anyways, he's some new character they added on Super, a henchman for Frieza. Um, Radical. Let that go, Radical. Oh, mess. I just remembered now. Unknown existence. Have allowed my bad. UOG. Enmity is another guy. Tubular to the max. Right. We're up to 7 people now. Yay, 7 people. As always, guys, I do, of course, appreciate any likes and likes and shares that will help bring more people in. That's always appreciated. Well, looks like we're about to finish this article. Let's go ahead and um, finish this article here. Captain Ginyu, at last in a fighter's body again, feels revitalized after all his years of quote unquote struggle. But his grand moment doesn't last long as Vegeta quickly kills him with one powerful blast. It's a fitting throwback to the original Frieza saga in two ways. First, Goku chastises him for not even giving Ginyu a chance to fight back, to which Vegeta responds that Goku shouldn't be merciful with enemies who want to kill them. True enough. Um, it's the same argument they had back when Vegeta killed the already defeated uh, Raccoon. And second, Vegeta had killed all the other members of the Ginyu Force on Namek. It may have taken over a decade, but the Saiyan Prince finally made Captain Ginyu croak once and for all. Da 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 da. Uh, okay. Chili fries and dope. Yo. F for Goku never listening. Laugh out loud. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. I just gotta go off camera for a moment. Alrighty then, I'm back. I'm back and better than ever. Raccoon kick. Yeah. So, anyways, so we'll go on to the next story then. On to the next story. Got a couple more stories to go, both in the TV section here. Actually, we may even add one more because there's now that might be an interesting one to look at as well. There you go. Teen Titans theory: Slade is actually Robin from the future. This is interesting. I don't know if any of you remember seeing the Teen Titans cartoon of the late. Well, of course, now we have Teen Titans Go, okay, which was a spin-off of Teen Titans cartoon of the late 2000s there. But Slade Wilson is Robin's greatest adversary, but this Teen Titans theory makes their relationship even more complicated. Cartoon Network's original Teen Titans cartoon featured many great villains, but none are more iconic to the franchise than Slade. Known as Deathstroke in the comics, the criminal mastermind was a consistent thorn in the Titans' side for nearly the entire show, especially for team leader Robin. Slade and Robin's rivalry made for some of the strongest episodes in the series' first few seasons. Despite appearing in all 5 seasons of the show, very little is revealed about Slade's backstory. And I do remember they did, like, I think they played out one of the stories in the comics with the whole Slade Terra story. I think that was a storyline that was actually from the Teen Titans comics, as I recall. Let's see. Or motivation for wanting to destroy the Titans. A new Reddit theory attempts to solve this mystery by suggesting that Robin and Slade are actually the same person. According to this theory, Slade was actually a future version of Robin that the current Robin will eventually become. His transformation would happen sometime before Robin becomes Nightwing. After becoming Slade, he would then go back in time to the team's early days and attack them. Now, just a little reminder, of course, in the comics, Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, is actually a separate person. Okay, so this may have been something they may have. This may have been kind of an angle they cooked up for the cartoon. The theory points to as proof the season 2 episode "How Long Is Forever," where Starfire travels to the future, finds the Titans older and fractured, with Nightwing being the only superhero left. According to the theory, the team members in the future were on bad terms with Robin after discovering was actually Slade. The theory also suggests that this is the reason why Robin was never able to land a hit on Slade. He knew what Robin was going to do before he did it. There are two reasons given as to why the Teen Titans version of Robin would go back in time in the first place. The first reason is that Slade felt he was destined to come back and do something to the Titans. The second reason is that Slade is there to mentally break Robin so that he would eventually become him. Whether that be by forcing Robin to be his apprentice or just generally being a menace to them. We see this nearly come to pass in season 3 episode Haunted, when Robin sees hallucinations of Slade and that nearly kill him. Now, mind you, if you know anything about sci-fi and in many sci-fi series, time travel is a no-no. And the reason time travel is a no-no because it can at times really screw things up. This sounds like it's causing a time loop here. Let's see. It would seem that's. Let's see. That little chatted from back. So I bought this new piece of glass. Our local glass blowers is a group called Minnesota Legit 16 high with a 14 millimeter stem. Simple and easy to clean. If the ice holders, fantastic. It must look lovely with roses in it. I love roses. Not so much roses, no. Gorilla Glue is flooding its chambers right now, almost hallucinating. Let's see. No! Slade Wilson is his own flipping character. Yeah, that's what I said. WTF? Are they smoking? Because it ain't just pot. Yeah, I said that too. But remember back, Goat. Sometimes the cartoons are their own continuity. You know, some like you look at the DCAU, and some people would even argue that the Teen Titans. I'm not even sure if Teen Titans is actually a part of the DCAU or if it's its own self-contained universe. Remember, Super Friends is its own self-contained universe as well. Um, Slade, one bad dude. Who's smoking? Honestly, I thought it was back, but Dave was the one who was making the point about Slade. He's Deathstroke. I'm unreasonably upset by this line of thinking. Oh, Dave, are you serious? Or are you just goofing on the SJWs? Hey, just got home. Going to eat real quick. Hey, Anon. Welcome to the stream, man. And we have Cheney here too. Cheney Gerhardt. Oh 07. Hey, man. Hey, dog. Love you, Anon. Hey, Cheney. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. We're like up to 7 people again. Goody. Yay. Laugh out loud. How about taking break from Minds? Laugh out loud. Oh 07. Big boss. Evening, everyone. Hey, Anon. Anon, I'm gonna get stupid with this new glass water pipes, guts, and Gorilla Glue. Woohoo! The Red X episode was one of the best. Yep. Anonymity to hey, Anon. Everybody saying hi to Anon. He's here now. Hey, evening, solid and action toys. Hey, Aeon. Hey, Cheney. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's continue on with the story here. Oh wait. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we read all that. The idea that Robin and Slade are the same person does sound fun, but it also feels like a disservice to both characters. Since Robin eventually becomes Nightwing in Teen Titans, making him become Slade in between doesn't sound like something Robin would do, no matter how broken he was after their many battles. In addition, Slade has already been established in the show as a metahuman with enhanced physical capabilities. So turning him into Robin to explain away his strength feels like an unnecessary downgrade. There is also the issue Teen Titans Go, a series of tie-in comics that take place within the show, not to be confused with the animated series of the same name. In issue number 49 by Jay Torres, Todd Knock, and Larry Stucker, the Titans face off against Slade's daughter Rose Wilson, aka Ravager, um, who sets out to continue her father's war against the Titans. The presence of Rose establishes that Slade is a separate character from Robin. It simply wouldn't make sense if Slade and Robin was the same person. I mean, the whole theory of making Slade and Robin the same person that could just be something that was just for the show. the show may be a different universe than the comic, and vice versa. Uh, Wow, that made no sense. I'm embarrassed. Okay, what made no sense? Yeah, what's here? Little bit of both, Mike. Slade is an interesting character on his own and doesn't need to be future Robin to know what Robin is up to. He was a former special forces and he's government connected. Yeah, I kind of know. I've done a little. Granted, I hadn't when I've independently read DC comics before and gone back and try to read through those. I hadn't gotten up to those stories with Teen Titans and hadn't got up. And from what I understand, I think Deathstroke is more of a post-crisis character. If I understand correctly, I don't know if he was there much in the pre-crisis. Fine, I'm out of here. But I also get that Teen Titans is its own thing and doesn't need to adhere to traditional canon. Again, many cartoons um, are considered now. Granted, doesn't mean that the cartoons haven't found their way into the like. We've had some like okay, so Teen Titans Go, the comic book, is based off of the original Teen Titans series, not the animated series we know of today. Super Friends, that was originally a cartoon from Hanna Barbera in the back in the started in the 70s and went through into the 80s. That became a comic. In fact, some of the characters from Super Friends, Marvin and Wendy, and the Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina, the Exorian Wonder Twins, they became part of the mainstream DCU. As I've noted before, there are a number of characters from the DCAU that became part of the mainstream DCU. Most notably, of course, Harley Quinn, but also Livewire. Um, I think Volcana. I know Renee Montoya, Maggie Sawyer. They all came from the DCAU and became part of the mainstream DCU. So, wow, that made no sense. I'm embarrassed. Sorry, Batgirl. I wish I was smoking. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. You're good, Batgirl. Hey, hey, Leto. Oh, Gorilla Glue. I just did GG. It was Gorilla. I'm okay. I'm gonna take a wild guess that Gorilla Glue is a type of weed. I guess. Anyone else on mines? I'm breaking the new piece. Time traveler. What was the point of this article if they're saying never mind that? You know what's kind of funny too, Dave? I think that actually was an episode title in Teen Titans called Nevermind as well. I haven't been on Mind yet. Okay. So, anyways, moving on from that article, I think we got at least one more, maybe two more, because there's one I just saw I might do if we have the time. And at least get one more in. Let's see. Oh wow, an hour and a half. So maybe I'll save that last article I just saw coming in. see. Oh, here we go. This was the original. This is going to be the last one. Original. Well, this probably will be the last one because we're already getting to an hour and a half here. Um, Maybe that other article I may save for tomorrow or something like that. Apple TV Plus drops first Snoopy show trailer. The trailer for Apple TV's Plus's The Snoopy Show reveals how Snoopy and Charlie Brown first met, before highlighting the Beagle's many adventurous antics. Look at that. Snoopy, Woodstock, Charlie Brown, and the rest of Charles M. Schultz's Peanut Gang are back in Apple TV Plus's official trailer for The Snoopy Show. The trailer opens with a shot of puppy Snoopy being approached by Charlie Brown for the first time, who offers the puppy a dog treat. This causes Snoopy to jump into his new owner's arms, with Charlie Brown optimistically proclaiming, "We're going to be best friends." I guess this is a bit of a few from Snoopy Show. From there, the Snoopy Show delves into a number of Snoopy's animated hijinks, both classic and updated. In some cases, it's driving a motorbike into Charlie Brown's house to claim ownership of the beanbag chair or playing football with Woodstock. Other scenes demonstrate the iconic Beagle's imagination in action, from dodging the Red Baron's attacks in his World War One flying ace costume that are just frisbees um, being tossed by Peppermint Patty, to jumping into an oasis that happens to actually be Rerun's sandbox. The trailer's back half gets even more adventurous, featuring antics like baking a cake, swimming underwater, and dancing with the other Peanuts characters as they perform their iconic dance moves. Apple TV's synopsis for The Snoopy Show described it as an animated series for kids of all ages that stars the internationally beloved Beagle and his feathered best friend Woodstock as they tackle all new adventures. Snoopy may seem like just a happy dancing, bone loving, doghouse sitting pup, but he's much more than that. He's Joe Cool, hippest kid in the school. He's Server King and famed arm wrestler Masked Marvel. He's World War One flying ace who battles the Red Baron. All of his bold, beloved personas are on full display in this brand new animated comedy. Each episode of the show will consist of 3 7-minute cartoons based on the iconic comic series and be aimed at both parents and children aged 4 to 11 years old. The Snoopy Show will air on Apple's streaming service alongside previous original Peanuts / Wild Brain exclusive programs like the Daytime Emmy Award winner Peanuts in the Space, Secrets of Apollo 10, and Daytime Emmy Award nominated Snoopy in Space, which are both now streaming on Apple TV Plus. The Snoopy Show stars Ethan Pugiotto, Terry McGurran, Rob Tinkler, Wyatt White, Isabella Leo, Hattie Cragton, Isis Moore, and Harley Gorski, and Jonathan Philip Martin. The series premieres February 5th on Apple TV Plus. Okay, so let's see what you guys have been saying here. Yeah, it's dank and dark, lovely. Um, I'll tell you who's not on mines. This article this article was just read. Never mind. Uh, I can't recommend mines enough. None of those Twitter brigades, and the place is so openly capitalist that certain people will stay far away, even though that capitalism is just hidden on Twitter. 3-day old salad time. Come back when they left you for dead. Don't feel like a queen with blue cheese. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. Ew. And think, I'll try mine out sometime. And of course, chase down with a Sky vodka and Perrier lemon juice. Sipping on gin and juice, laid back. I got my money on got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Fancy. The emote. Well, I'm not watching that unless I pirate it, and I don't even want to pirate Apple products. Uh, if this is a stupid millennial telling me about Snoopy, I want to practice a certain set of skills. uh, would that be one that requires the use of powder and lead? That note. Uh, oh, I want to do a lot of Minecrafting here. Uh, I'm gonna pass on this show. I'll stick to the old Peanuts movies. Yeah, usually the newer ones usually have a way of just ruining the experience. Let's see. So hour and 35. Son, I still got some time. I think I will hit one last story here. 'Cause this one is one of the rare wrestling stories, but has more to do with kind of a contract kind of thing. Um, but it's something that caught my eye when I came over here. So let me go up to it. Here it is. This story right here. Now this one is a rare. I know that I haven't done a lot of modern because I haven't been watching a lot of modern wrestling. I haven't even. I've still got to do the January '76 square calendar before I get back to watching classic wrestling. Um, I can see them redo the Christmas Snoopy special, and Linus won't even do his speech. Hmm. Okay, so here's the last main story of the night here. WWE's Peacock multi-year deal said to be worth over $1 billion. NBC Universal's Peacock streaming service linked a new deal with the World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated, WWE, that's allegedly worth more than $1 billion. Peacock's new multi-year deal to stream World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated content, WWE content, exclusively is reportedly worth $1 billion. Let's see. While details about the partnership have not been disclosed, sources close to the situation confirmed that the alleged price tag to Wall Street Journal. According to WWE's latest public stock report, the WWE network has brought in roughly $100 million a year. However, the new deal with Peacock is expected to at least double the WWE streaming income annually. Now, just a reminder to some of you, because I know Woody would probably remember this. Atco, maybe some of the others would remember this. If you remember, at the time it was known as WWF Main Event, originally debuted on NBC. So, NBC Universal has a long-standing relationship with the WWE that began nearly 30 years ago with Monday Night Raw on USA. Rick Cordella, well, it's been longer than that, but Executive Vice President and Chief Revenue Officer at Peacock said in a press release about the WWF Peacock or WWE Peacock deal, WWE has always tapped into the cultural zeitgeist with spectacular live events and larger than life characters, and we are thrilled to be the exclusive home for WWE Network and the millions of fans across the country. Let's see. Okay, we already saw. And shooting down the Red Baron violence. Prime has raced. Prime has raced for your life. Charlie Brown. Snoopy goes to Europe. Both are really fun and Time Machine including. Or was that getting shot down by XXX? My knuckle dust are 31% done. Laugh out loud. The World War One flying ace was a root beer swilling French dame kissing PMP. Watch them edit out those scenes eventually. Yep. Yep. Probably, Dave. Let's see. Okay. As part of the agreement, the WWE will shut down its WWE Network streaming service in the United States in mid March, with Peacock licensing the programming. Among the content moving to the NBC platform will be WWE's popular WrestleMania and SummerSlam franchises. Peacock will also air a handful of WWE centered original series, including Steve Austin, Broken Skull Sessions, and Undertaker: The Last Ride. Additionally, Peacock will be the new streaming home for in-ring shows like NXT UK, and WWE 205 Live, as well as replays of Raw and SmackDown. The platform will provide access to WWE Network archives, including every WWE, WCW, and ECW pay per view event in history and groundbreaking documentaries such as WWE 24, WWE Untold, and WWE 65. Beginning in 2022, Peacock will also debut one signature WWE documentary annually. WWE Network is the latest content to stream exclusively on Peacock. Following the recent migration of The Office from Netflix to Peacock in January, the streamer also recently renewed its breakout hit Saved by the Bell for a second season. WWE Network will move to Peacock on March 18th, beginning the rollout of more than 17,000 hours of new original and history library to be network programming on demand and on a 24/7 channel. Um, Wrestling fans who want access to WWE content can sign up for Peacock now at peacocktv.com. Peacock's premium tier costs $4.99 a month and gives subscribers access to the entire WWE and Peacock catalog, as well as more than 17,000 hours of premium programming for an ad free experience. Peacock also offers Premium Plus tier for $9.99 per month. Oh, there you go. That's it for the main stories tonight. You know, Scott Steiner numbers promo. That numbers promo was hilarious. Wait, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Scott Steiner numbers promo. Okay, so that's where we did. Okay. This promo was hilarious. Solid. That promo made my head ache a lot. He wanted a woman. Big Papa pumps your hookup. Holler if you hear me. Yeah. Honestly, I'll be quite honest with you. I liked Scott earlier in his career than I I really wasn't as impressed with. I know that when he became Big Papa Pump, they made him a main eventer that way. But adding all that bulk did take some agility and quickness out of him, and it made it much harder for like I don't know if any of you had seen some of Scott's earlier work, like late '80s, early '90s, but he could actually do a version of the Huracan Rana. He called it the Frankensteiner. And the way he did it was so explosive. It was very impressive. You know, he would throw a guy off a rope, jump up, catch a guy's head in his legs, and then flip him over and like drive his head right into the mat. I mean, it was a spectacular form of a what we know now, what most people know now today as a Huracan Rana. But he called his version the Frankensteiner. But you guys, if you guys ever get a chance to see that, I think you'll be amazed by it. But I thought earlier in his career he was better than later in his career. That's my own personal opinion, but he's a genetic freak. Laugh out loud. Saw another promo where Hulk calls Yokozuna the Jack. The old times were funny. Sorry, Mike. I saw some wrestling promos on my stream about that, and they were very old fashioned. Yeah, that's no problem. Again, I do cover some wrestling. Yeah, maybe not as much current stuff, but Hulk Hogan, we coming for my N word. Laugh out loud. I like the Ultimate Warriors promos. Man, you just knew he was hot as hell when he did those. Uh, I remember the Frankensteiner. Yeah, all those steroids probably have made his genitalia the size of raisins. Yeah. Again, I as I said, I just liked him better in earlier in his career when he was more athletic. You know, Scott Steiner didn't need the steroids. He was you know, I think they listed him at like 6'1", 262 when he was, before he became Big Papa Pump and he like bulked out like that. But he was an impressive athlete. He's one of those who I think could have ended up being, at the very least, a second tier guy. And what I mean by second tier guy is the guys who are usually perennially going after like the secondary title, the U.S. title, or kind of the title, depending upon which federation or which promotion you're part of. Mean Gene reacting, so that one dude talking about Hulk Hogan. Just saw your vid. You hurt your wrist. Remember when Vince McMahon and John Cena, or said John Cena was his in front of? I I've seen that before. Yeah, yeah. So wow, we're coming up on an hour 50 right now, guys. I think it's about time to start wrapping up. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? I did. Uh huh. Yes. Let's see. Already. Well, yeah. I mean, we're at an hour and 50 right now, Leto. We're um. He didn't use the hard R. Oh wait, I've got bad arthritis. Hit us with your wisdom, Nietzsche King. Ready. He's Tori. Nietzsche it up. And Nietzsche King about to speaketh. Okay. Let me just do a little. Let's see, so 94, 2011, and 61. Okay. So, without no further ado, then, yeah, I feel that pain right now, action. I busted my knuckles punching objects instead of people. Um, I can't touch things with my right pinky. Okay, well, anyways, so without no further ado, let's go ahead. Today being Monday, January the 25th, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. And I got some interesting stuff to go over for you guys here. Our first stop, we're going to go back 60 years ago today. 60 years ago today. And I believe at least Batgoat and Woody would probably really be into this one. in particular, because this is a real classic. On this date years ago, Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians was released to movie theaters. On this date, 60 years ago today, 101 Dalmatians from Walt Disney Productions was released into new theaters. Um, that happened 60 years ago today. Let's see. That sucks. um, tell me about it, Sonny. Anyway, so okay, and with that, so 60 years ago today, um, wow, 101 Dalmatians was released in new theater in the movie theaters by Walt Disney Productions. So moving on from there, on this date in 1994, um, news going on newsstands from DC Comics. The 510th issue of the Adventures of Superman went on sale on this date for $1.50 for 32 pages. The story was Bizarro World. Adventures of Superman started out simply as Superman back in 1939. But on this date, 27 years ago today, um, the 510th issue of Adventures of Superman went on sale on newsstands from DC Comics. So 60 years. Yep. And the people rejoiced, and there was much celebrating and feasting of oats and grains and breakfast cereals and fruit bats and the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Okay. So 27 years ago today, the 510th issue of Adventures of Superman went on sale on this date. And finally, the last piece of news, last piece of history, rather, on this date, 10 years ago today. On this date, 10 years ago today, in 2011, on the episode of WWE NXT, saw in the main event Brodus Clay, who currently is going by the name Tyrus on the Greg Gunfeld show, would defeat Byron Saxton, Derek Bateman, and Johnny Curtis in a fatal four-way elimination match. During the match, of course, he eliminated Derek Bateman and Johnny Curtis. Also on the night, Ted DiBiase Jr. would defeat Daniel Bryan. So on this date 10 years ago today, on NXT, Brodus Clay would win a fatal four-way elimination match, and Ted DiBiase Jr. would defeat Daniel Bryan on the night. So that's all that there is in terms of niche history. I thank you guys again for joining me. Let's wrap this up. We're almost at 2 hours here, an hour and 55 here. So let's see a few things here. Let's see. That movie really did have a dark plot. Yeah. Killer Rabbits, gotta watch out for them. Are you Monty Python deficient? Laugh out loud. That rabbit movie was nuts. Mr. Burns song, "See My Vest," the great parody of 101 Dalmatians. Though, wow, you guys you're talking so fast. Let's see. Laugh out loud. One rabbit stew coming up. Batgoat, it was just a scratch. Count 2, 3, not 2, not 4, 3. I'll bite your knees off. Run away, run away. Laugh out loud, Bat Goat. Have a good one, everyone. This was fun. Yep. Nick is promising good rant tonight. Oh, yeah, on the impeachment, I believe. Peace all. Thank you, Mike. Well, thank you for joining me, Dave. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you all back here tomorrow night. When we'll talk more Nietzsche news. Mike's streams really are fun. Yep. Hope we can get some more people in here, as always. I'll be there, Woody. Love that vest. We appreciate it, Mike. Always cool hanging out, talking to each. Have a lot. All right, guys. I bid you adieu, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and all points in between. 1, 2, 5, 3, sir, 3. Oh, yes, 3. I'll be here tomorrow. Okay. Bye.